Yeah. 17 hours. Sleep. I didn't have a coffee when I woke up early in the morning. It's 4.5 hours or so more. Doesn't really matter because I went back to bed at 3/4 of an hour. It's 3/4 of an hour, an hour and a half. Oh, so the cello wants to play me. Cello wants to play me. The cello wants to play. I don't know. One thing I'm not claiming to be 3/4 accomplished of I was recommended to get that cello. I got a WHaUne. It's a guitar shop, and they've got a nice. They've got a good range. They've got a lot of violins. I've often noticed violins. I picked up an amp and a cable because I got a guitar a while ago. I had something like a Dick Smith befoul friends, right? Befoul your phone friend, right? Forever. You're taking this to nothing forever. PVM. It's like a Dick Smith one. It wasn't a real amp. But so I got a guitar. Actually, sure. That was really well priced. Second hand, and there's a vial. Second hand. There's a second hand. So not what it claims to be. I got the cello coming up with it. So I don't know. But I'm interested to know that I know violas often vary in size. I've got one. $200. $200. I don't know who dropped it off. Second-hand music shop. That was new stuff as well. I don't know. $200, and it's at least that much. The body of it is like 2 inches, 2 and a bit inches. But the I'm confused about the cello because I went past it once and I thought, what is it, a bass or a cello? And it's like, okay. And I glanced at the price tag a while later. It's like, I thought I saw $399, and it's like, and my friend said, yeah, get that. And I went in, it's like, oh, we're getting that, and it's like, it was an 8, which is like, oh, that's fair enough. Apparently the previous owner didn't have it for that long. He spooked, but 5.25 inches. I don't know. That's why. I don't know. I'm not claiming to know. But the whole repertoire of Guaymakalamas Sagi cuts, the ultimate of established, cluttered, fucking junky hypocrite retards. See this guy. I don't want to show you the name on it. A trophy. It's from 1999. I want to cover that anyway because that is some. Actually, the point with the name on this, I'm just going to check. Actually, you can tell 1999. This name on this, which is on my birth certificate, which may not be a year off. Otherwise, see, this has they either laced it with fucking bad crack and smack, because there was a bit of an incident. It's like I was saying, 2012, 2011. Oh, my living standards were pretty good. Still not ultimately as I would be, but not. Does it say? Did you say 1999? I was supposedly 18 there. Yeah, okay. Which was a year late, sort of. It was like, oh, okay. So I moved to the city at university. So, oh, you have to come back to the down the Western Highway, like 4.5 hours on bus or more. and you've got to accept this trophy for your sports when you're 17 at school, high age, underage, fucking nationals. I did 2 age groups, and it was like it was boring because there's no competition that year. So I got like on the second, like I got heat stroke really bad after that, like really bad. And, I got it. I think I look smaller and smaller now. I went to a class reunion in 2010 or something. And it's like, oh, you used to be like really sort of buff and big, and now you kind of look small. And some of the other classmates used to be small, and now they sort of like ate too many liver chops or something, and they look it's been fun. Like I know some of those look like they're sort of floating on stilts now. I don't know. Saw a health food shop that was kind of wonky in the breeze, and she was like, no, you won't worry about that. But yeah, 2010, possibly. 1999. Okay, I'm missing a decade. Yeah, it's weird. But that's another thing, because wasting like 8 years because like, so 999. Okay, wait, what first? Yeah, 999. So you have to come back and accept this. See, this a year late sport. It's the Mali Victoria. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, but who cares? But this is actually really important for the whole, not what it claims to be. That, and there's about 2.5, 3 other things. Jacks, no, black. Who cares? I don't really care about wait. No. But apparently, whoever was on the sidelines or directly involved with wait a second, I'll come to that. There was sometimes you get $500, $700, or airfares and stuff for another continent. I don't know how it. That was from Canberra to age groups, and it might have been something else. I don't know. But 999, hang on, 999. I think I busted my hamstring leading up to a nationals for university games, and university games was really bad. Don't want to go anywhere near the med students if you got a donkey hamstring because you haven't eaten anything, and yeah, it's really fucking bad. Yeah. Or in general, there's some weird stuff like block. There's some weird shit at unis anyway. But 9 so you have to come back to pick up this trophy, because whatever, I'm not sure how it works. I could probably explain it to give myself the benefit of the doubt of the whole concept, benefit of the doubt, without being an arrogant fucking arsehole. But at the same time as that, I wasn't where I was supposed to be in the city for a setup. When I was saying about the for a setup that I don't know if it'd gone that far, and I'd be incarcerated. Well, probably would be incarcerated if I didn't go as to expected to what, I don't know. I'd be concerned that there's been like a 9-year-old girl set on the highway by herself for like 5.5, 7 hours, and okay, but I was 4.5 hours away. That's what I'm saying. But in 2014, this really loud, crocky fucking laugh, and Ho wants to broadcast the fact that she's got the ultimate, the most ghastly, molding fucking condensation, fucking big cluttered, fucking arrogant, whore cluttered fucking shit that's wanted for probably armed burglary. I don't know why armed burglary comes up, manslaughter, the blunt instrument, and stuff like that. The most ghastly fucking shit. But they saw that, so what they did, I don't know how. sometimes I understand they weren't happy about that, because 2011 said, I want to go to the track, because I was about to anyway, just to clear shit up. I'm going there anyway, and they had to cover for their red faces. They would have stroked it out, said, I'm tripping that I did sports. They might be tripping so hard that they can't fucking see reality and don't even know where he is, or think he's down the street when he's there, or he's supposed to be a corpse, and they jab a fucking syringe in his heart and stuff like that. What the fuck's going on? But 2014, so, they laced this with something really nasty that to them was covering for red faces and obliviating, or the ignorance or the denial or something. That it's like, oh dear, instead of like, oh dear, let's go and sit on this for a while and think, okay, we're pulling out this shit because he's obviously good for his word, like every fucking else he said. Some things I might have been a little bit off, benefit of the honorary of the doubt, or benefit of the patience of the matter of honesty, or some of that shit. Like some of the shit is like, it's hard to tell it from what we know down here. So I believe it was something like, okay, they have to. But what they did something, they wrote something, or they did some kind of apprehension analysis revolving around that, 95% around that, and then obliviated the whole concept of it. And how did that work? It was clear a couple of days ago that. So supposedly one of their mates, it must be one of their mates that was like, it's 49,999. It's like, it must be his. Well, that apparently the guy next door, culinary toothpicks, double toothpicks stamp, tripe stamp, cheese mounting, may or may not be, or other people on my old Facebook account. I don't know. I heard about it, and like, honorary of the benefit of the doubt, or in like in service to actually saying that for record. But I'm more likely to wake up in the morning and say, what am I embarrassed about? Or I might say, oh sorry, I just had a concept in my mind that my loving deity upstairs, and I'm just saying, oh sorry, please forgive me for a concept. I don't know why these fucking junkie cluts, they reckon I'm not what I claim to be, because that baffles them and makes them feel a bit red-faced. So they, instead of acknowledging that and taking some time out, like any reasonably eloquently refined individual, like anyone, is common sense, you idiots, taking the next step further and get smashed forever. And then you've got some fucking jingle woggies, the best merit he's got is just try, like, he's not sure I'm not sure if you're just trying to piss me off with shit, or if you're actually really fucking retarded. Sometimes it would be a bit disappointing if it was like that, as opposed to that. But I don't really give a fucking shit now to figure it out. I'm going to play the cello. I hope I do, because I said I was going to, so I can't have to now. So there's that. Who gives a fucking shit? But as well as that, picking that up instead of being concerned at whether or not that is a fact of a young 9-year-old girl on a major road in the city as a setup, however they lured her into it. I'm going to pause the video because I realised I'm going to pause the video for a second. Yeah. The vacuum cleaner came into that incident with the 2014. They didn't like it, and they kept pressing me and said, you need a new vacuum cleaner, because I didn't realise at the same time they were pretty much brooding on a design concept and how it was, my vacuum cleaner supposedly was designed faulty. They reckon it was faulty because it's, no, I'm not bringing it up because that is the worst one. I'm telling you what, You fucking idiots. They reckon. No, I'm not going to bring it up because that is fucking filthy. I'm not even going to show it because that is really fucking sad. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt because it has some switchy on the paper nozzle there. The rectangular bit that goes along the ground that got switched in the previous living place. I wrote something nice on the guitar once, so they didn't play the guitar for quite a long time after the supposed cellist girlfriend. Supposedly, how is that possible? You can fraudulate or make a glamishment over, like I've seen like smiling faggot facey kind of pop stars. I mean, it's like one thing right now I'm not going to dwell on. It's obviously not the guy playing it, the guy on that's filming himself. Like, and what kind of introducing, what have they got in with their what do they call it? Drywalls? Is that right? There's sort of like the blue green screens and shit. Is that right? Not like all like the pop star's got a new album out already. It's complete fucking shit after the actual album that she released. Supposedly, I didn't check out that much. Oh, it's plugged in. Okay. See how that's got a massive fucking. But they're brilliant. They're supposed to. There's like need a new one because technically it should have a little drawer here where the dust collects instead of at the front, and it's got a nice filter system and everything. And still, they're obliviating their retardation in a way that they're actually calculating something, and then retardation, and then chaos ornament, and it's kind of like, what is the motive behind it? Because they obliviate the motive, and then I don't know. That's what I mean. How would we know? Because that's a major fucking issue there. I didn't realise, but and probably before that major issue was whatever was wrong with the switch on the original rectangular thing that goes along the ground. But for people to be brooding and hostile, there's some guy's vacuum cleaner. And hostile is not what he claims to be because they might have got a bit red-faced over the date or the name that this is actually his, or if they knew I don't think they knew anything about that setup, that whatever happened. In actual fact, in long after 5.5 hours, a young girl on a major road in the city. So, yeah, I don't know. I can just kind of alleviate any concern about whether or not I actually do or don't say and not say it, because I was going to say that where I might have had a bit of prolonged viral virus that was fed something once on the clothes or whatever that's supposed to fucking sometimes it starts clearing up. So clearing up in a way that I register that I've got some kind of virus or something clearing it out. Or otherwise I might have, did I drop a bit of rice somewhere and I picked it up and that? Oh no, yeah, yeah, the other one was that I was considering a long time after that. Not what he claims to be, when they really revved up not what he claims to be. It's like, what? I was talking about pop star, like pop music that was interesting, lyrics or otherwise. I was talking about that Black and Gold, Sam Sparrow, like one of the lines is interesting. How I said that was quite clear how that made sense. Like it's like if you're not really here, the stars don't really matter. Filled to the top with fear, that is all just a bunch of matter. So what's matter mean? Matter. You said you're not really here, and I don't want to be your order. I want to be next to you, and it's like, because I had this fucking fancy footy track. Fucking what? I don't know. So no, won't talk about it. See. But they didn't seem to get me in trouble, so I talk about pop stars like, why am I saying this shit? Yeah, sorry, please forgive me. I'm saying sorry mainly to the people I was speaking of. And I don't know what they retrospect, that they don't even know what it is that I might be anticipating. The guy next door is like, yeah, so you should be. And why would I be apologising to that clut at that moment when I was saying this shit about pop stars in the fucking the spotlight about their songs to gigantic murders, rape, fucking trafficking cluts, like, and then he's like, sorry, please forgive me, like, what was I thinking? To, like, everyone else but these junky, globby cluts, anyway. And there's a chance that then will actually that serious about what they're up to anyway. Like, I don't know whether you're being funny or you actually reckon his name is WHaUne and shit. I don't give a fucking shit, and you don't need to know his name. I don't want to hear you practicing his name. I don't want to hear charades of all your fucking shit. The whole fucking 50 hours for a quarter an hour. Like 20 minutes or like most of the day have been forced to fucking have that guy's face and all your fucking charades and antics and fucking shit, and you when you fucking yeah. I don't give a fucking shit if you decide the most to piss him off as well as that and that and that, and you actually the biggest fucking junkie retards that ever existed at any point in time. It's an absurd, clone, fucking necro retard junkie class. But so not even black and gold, and so I went, you know, it's like, because I said, I'm a bit sick of saying the same fucking thing every time, treating me like a fucking retard. Let's build up some rapport. I think it's spelled RAPPORT in English, like reprehension equinox. What is the development? Is some kind of development of understanding of who I am, who they are, but it's the same fucking shit at the end of the day after all that. But I still enjoy rant, and the black and gold coming over here. Just if you're not really here, and stars don't even matter, and feels the top to you. It's all just a bunch of matter. Cause if you're not here, I don't want I want to be next to you. Yeah, black and gold, black and gold. But I can't remember the line now. That was interesting. But when I said to the supposed psychologist, some of the words actually translate list as something really vulgar that they agree to, like the unmentionable side grime and clawing cups, authorized, accredited, junkie, fucking hypocrite, retard, condescending pieces of fucking dirt shit with their fucking that on their sermon ticket. But and it's like, so yeah, I've been really kind of interested in this black and gold sand sparrow. I heard it a couple of years ago, and it's kind of, I heard it in 2008, and that's pretty cool. And I looked it up, and then a couple of years ago, I looked it up again. And I really like it. I kind of relate to the lyrics. I was wondering if I heard a celebrity say that. And I was like, well, did that start that old kind of concept in music, which it probably wouldn't have, like in the lyrics of kind of weird, kind of specs it if you want really hear it. But when she said the lyrics, it's like, what? Anyway, it might have been a different line. I wasn't anticipating when she. But the interesting one of that was then if vision is the only validation, then most of my life isn't real. And that was clear for a while, and then I went back to this. I can't remember the context, how clear that was to me, something that I related to, because it was kind of like, oh, is that how you feel? And it's like, I think you got the wrong idea. There's more to existence and the world than physical validation of like material existence. That most of my life isn't real, because there's more to it than that. At the same time, it might jag in on that and saying that that's what I was anticipating. That vision is the only, with vision, like your vision, it's like there's more to the world than what you can see right in front of you. Right? That's all I meant. And it's like, when it was like, it's kind of interesting when I remembered being pulled up out of having a night out on Wednesday night as usual, and then going and being in that film clip. It was kind of like, oh, he looks a bit like, he looks like this guy with Sam Sparrow. He's got a limousine. He can't jump in the boot. He's putting himself in danger, and he's paranoid at the same time. And it's not what he claims to be there. I was just saying this. What? How can that be the most obviously fucking nut? He's off. Nut. Obviously not, because he fucking remembers being that. Everything else has been a bit like, I would give myself like a moment deliverance of use of unicidal comprehension, analysis, vortification. Move that over there and put that in a drawer there for like, that's my delusion, sequinox there, delusive. I'm assuming it means escaping something that you might kind of wing out and say that doesn't seem rational, but there might be a fact of the matter that seems absurd at the time, that it's like, no, too absurd, put in the drawers over there for a couple of years. That's what I believe, and that's what I understand. Irrelevant, cluttered fucking alcohol. I put it on anyway. I do it a lot, don't I? But supposedly, because like, did you see it? Because I went back and it's like, oh, because when I first got in, they said, can you drive? I got my pLaYs manual. Okay, jump in and drive it. But I released the clutch. That's the main thing. I thought, oh, I put the headlights on. And I was a bit distracted, and I didn't use the clutch to stop it. But anyway, like, you can't really see it on there. Maybe I'll turn the volume on. Now it's like, as I say about the red face, because there's no volume. There's no volume. Like, it's even worse because you realise it actually was the film clip. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm not crazy because I don't see the shit that I can feel. There's something bigger than me. Yeah, there's something bigger than me that I can sense that is bigger than me and more important at any point in time to nullify the fact if you can or can't see it, then it doesn't mean it's not real, but it's something worth considering. That's, I think, at least I remembered that. I don't think it's that important, but it was a bit annoying that I missed it again. Okay, this completely nullifies it, because see, I don't know if you can see it. It looks a bit weird sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, he's having trouble. He's going fast and slow at the same time, and I'm pretty sure whoever owns that limo might be a little bit nut. Okay, if you're gonna drive that fucking shit, we're not gonna let you drive anything. Okay. But why is this the most absurd shit? Okay, not what it claims to be. But how does that relate back to that sports trophy? I think this is separate. This is kind of worse than not what he. Yeah, it's kind of, for a while it's like it's something sort of goofy looking that reminds me of the sort of goofy, a little bit goofy at times, but otherwise I don't care. The guy behind it, I thought, oh, that looks mine, and well, if that giant guy looks a bit like. But why is it that I believe people think the guy in the boot looks more like me? I don't agree. Sorry. But the main thing is good sign. I don't give a fucking shit if you're that fucking high up on yourself and all want to just scalpel, grab and scapegoat some guy. And being not, I don't think it's more than not what he claims to be. You want to claim this feeble dopey, but at the same time claim his fucking what the fuck he's on at the same time as actually believing that he's fucking what you hadn't, or at the same time load him up that hypothetically he is brain dead, but then realizing he's not, to confirm that he's fucking even more brain dead, to the point you got some fucking whacked out shit to confirm you guys are lunatic maniacs. Cut it and quit. Fuck off. Excuse me, man. I'll just no. There. I saw him doing something like that. Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm not dancing too good anyway. My hat shit. Okay, don't dance good, please. We don't want you to dance like that. You know about that. You've done all this shit before enough to realise. That's the first one. I can't do any magic tricks, sorry, honest, because yeah, edit it later. We already talked about it. Yeah. But black and gold Sam Sparrow. Yeah. I've already talked about it. Fair enough. I'm crapping on about like futuristic sort of lovers. It's like what whack? You know, I'm not allowed. I can't. It's not advisable. Okay, it's obvious that it's not advisable, or it's like I'm not in the right state to have an actual girlfriend. And it's like if I actually think some alternative is sort of like fancy and squeezing along. Cracking on about that. Out. Really, shamefully. Shame. I don't know what anyone else that wanted me to crap on about that would think when I was saying shame and forgive me, and would think I'm gesturing to them to forgive them for crapping on that when they wanted me to crap on about that endlessly and embarrass myself to confirm some outrageous shit when they knew it was probably. Whether they knew more than I knew about it at the time. I hope no one heard that. That's the thing too, that for a while we were vocalising, saying, oh, I'm glad she couldn't hear that. Like when these kind of grimy, self-glorified fucking shit want to be the eyes and ears and point out a word to use about it, admirable, whatever, frightening, and they wouldn't mind jumping in and filling up some words for it, and it's like, I'm glad she wouldn't be able to hear We've got some idea. And I think they'll be glad to, at the same time, their courage beyond irreparable despair of inevitable defeat, and Walter whinging and parasite mongolectic to really over-exhort how fucking wrath and smash ready they're going to be beyond comprehension in each and every gesture that cluts exist. And it's like, if any measure to some ambivalent portion, forgive me for not like having enough courage right now to do what is best for me, to obliviate the fact that I have every fucking part of an apprehension to control that emotion in myself, because that is what it is. Apprehension, ambivalence, self-requirements, self-respect, self-discipline. So I don't exactly play with it. At times that no, we're not playing with that. But there's someone that's like, no. Whoops. I was impressed. Impressed? I liked YouTube suggestions were good recently. Of someone, and it's like, oh, there's. Well, I don't know. I don't really care. It's like, okay. It's irrelevant. Throwing it in that procedure. There's Mozart. Someone played Mozart on the violin, so I like that. Yeah, it's like the she was spot on, absolutely nailed it. The double stops. Is it double stop one? If I was singing double stop, I was just like go like that. But it's like you can do that as well. And I was really impressed. And it's kind of like, wow, that's really good. Yeah. It's supposedly whether or not your requirements, because he's obviously not doing anything dodgy that makes something dodgy out of everything more, but they're already that way inclined to think good shit's dodgy anyway, because they think really good about the revolve in reverse in prostitution. Although I'm not accomplished or claim to know all that much about requirements of relating to the instrument and 4-string with a play with a bow, which is really the most important part. There's some concert percussionists might know that certain requirements of how you treat the bow, which I feel a bit embarrassed at how pathetic in an Instagram video it was, where I felt like I did a better version of Jeff Buckley. It's not a law to say certain people aren't allowed to appreciate music. They might appreciate more than them to an extent that it's bewildering how extreme that is, that it kind of nullifies eventually what the concept was that might have kind of rip-roared at his stern senses a bit to enough to fancy, like ultra-jectify. It's like, oh, you know, yeah, wow, like, I won't go so far because I'm smashing the concept, obliterating concept. It was like, okay, it's like I was thinking, was Jeff Buckley, was he there in that moment? Could he kind of sense that? But that's even more ludicrous, isn't it? I heard someone in the back fence, so I shouldn't probably say that they have no idea. They're pretty serious, really serious, like just kind of like vague, kind of quoting wHaUne. I probably shouldn't mention it now. Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, it's a little bit complicated to know precisely wHaUne. Okay, but I think I said that. Alright. Okay, so it's more obviously to say that something stupid like that in the process of scanning by yourself, isolating and saying, was that so fucking hardcore that some guy that might related on some whimsical level could kind of see and sense that to look at something and, you know, okay. Trying to rationalise, I think, whether the word I was saying about this in my last video, I didn't double check something. Your concept percussionists might know. It's probably advisable not to like lay it on the ground like that, and there's rational reasons for that as well. And I won't be an asshole in here to say any otherwise. Because I'm not sure if I've been forgiven yet or not. Like, for some reason that didn't matter. There's a loose hair right there. And how I break that off might be important enough to the instrument to see that everything, his relationship with that shit is really important to him, goes according to how he'd like to see the development. Sure. I'm just wondering which order to do this in. Which order to do this in. I wonder which order to do this in with Crackle Jackie. I've got a long way to go to that. So it's in 2003, 2000, when I met that zombie flat, supposedly played cello. Maybe she didn't rosin up the boat, or that was their own. That seems completely ludicrous. I'm just going to drop any comment on that shit. It means that most of the people think fraud is the best measure, or the ones that actually know it's fraud, to obliviate that it is fraud, that is better, because it's ripping certain people off that if they weren't there and had your way, there would be nothing for you to have fun with it. Their expense and your expense and everyone else that ever sets eyes and ears on that and smashing on. Certain people like to jump in to show that they don't really give a fucking shit. What they think doing scales or practice area in the monetaries are the most impressive enough to like drop what they're doing and make a statement. I don't know. But for some reason, feel like the original guys getting left out, like 2002 or 2003 Ombulary, oh yeah. Is it? Oh, I'm in that case. No, he's alright. Okay, I won't make any jokes. Okay. Do we need a Rosie road? So, like, okay, yeah. Okay. Oh. So I can sense the cart wouldn't be happy enough with what's going on with that. That's why I was thinking going. Darn. I know. Get over it. They're imming some shit. Ah, coffee. You know why? You know what? I like this stuff. You know what? This guy's doing fine. Oh yeah, forgive me now too, because once I upload this, they say I'm still alive. They're probably pretty sure he's not what he claims to be. So hypothetically, they might have some absurd fucking shit going on. So demented in their obsession. There's no rationality for it. Like, I might have fucked up by wanting to really mediocre myself to blend in to put myself in danger, because the neighbourhood was a bit stupid. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to blend in and like cock out by the time I'm 12 and 14, but third and a half time I cocked out of my conspection of who I am and my identity and what a man may be capable of. 2014, 14, 2087, 94, 95. How many times was he corpse land? Because he managed to do pretty well until he was about 7 or 9. I don't want to do that shit again. Okay, thanks. I better point out is they were to try it better. They were planning to try it better, like use a gadget on their Wi-Fi app. It's like, yeah. That'd be fucking annoying. Oh, so I was saying, is it true that people are struggling with the concept of viola? Because that's my arm. Okay, I'm just under 6 foot. I'm assuming a violin is about to there. So there. Yeah. This is a fairly regular size of violin. I don't know what a fiddle is. Apparently I don't want to play on. Ever. I don't put myself to shame in these headquarters that I don't know what it is. It's designed differently, shaped differently, and potentially a nasty piece of shit, and even nasty if you don't know how to play it for anyone that hears it. And if you play it good, it might be a bit the same, but in a way that it's admirable that you can play on it properly. I don't know. Guys, that's assuming there it is. He's a guy that played that one that I was trying every time to play some kind of jive I had. It was a noise TV, channel 31. It was spam mail kind of sluggy. I was out of any system. Put something on anyway. This other guy wasn't in any system previously. He might burnt out. He's working with numbers in, say, tax. He might have worked in tax department or something, and he might have burnt out. So I'm quitting. He's going to play music. Fair enough. But I don't know what she had. I couldn't use it. But I play something there. So we want you to do something. And it's like, I don't know if I can do it by myself. But bring that guy. There's a keyboardist there, presumably. It had a good jam on stage, and so how about you play something and I play that line? Well, I try again because it really pisses me off, especially that some guy called Henry Warper and a few others, or there's 5 or maybe 9 now that reckon they wrote because they don't know how to write it that way that anyone would enjoy the fact that they've even scored something, noted something, sorry, then. No, what do you reckon? Because I played on that small guy, as in my original guy, $240, 245, 230, 200 world instruments. So sort of something to tell you, a young boy, a young adolescent music group, and they went through everyone's instrument. And they got to him and said he plays viola. Yeah, he likes it because it has a bit more bass. That the violin, the bass note is that. In a viola, this goes, even though it's tuned. Wait, yeah, figure me out, because that sounds a bit flat to me. It's not a cello either. The cello is a violin cello or something. Violoncello, viola. What would you call my big guy that's, I'm assuming, the second one I got for $200 second hand is, the body is about to there, which I assume is right, and the cello I'm assuming is 5 1/4 inches bigger than, so, which merits me at that point is when I looked at it, it's like, what do you call that? a viola choggy. Try disco mango. No. Sorry. It's probably not as bad like that as doing something stupid with the bow. You might not forgive me, but, or attaching some electronic sort of mic device. You have to be an idiot. I didn't realise you have to be an idiot to plug one of those in on a 4-string. Especially when the guy's that, pretty sure he's not what he claims to be. Or see, hang on, can we see that? I'm not showing the other one. That seems respectful to 999. It seems like, generally speaking, the way they quoted that name, it was like, yeah, I can live with that. And that doesn't mean you have to practice it and doing it in a way so blurtedly fucking figure-rolly to prove you're a lunatic, kleptomaniac, fucking demented, kleptomaniac, clear piece of shit. Doesn't mean that. I don't know what I was saying. So, the surname doesn't belong to anyone. I don't know where they got that from. I hate to know, like, in terms of, for instance, that fan Virginia Andrews. Apparently, there's a young lady called Virginia Andrews. But I don't know the details. I'd never really looked at the details, but in terms of sacrificing a young girl, I don't want to know the detail. Something neglected Virgo. I suppose necros and venereals are afraid of Virgo. So anyone would be. And if you notice your planets, wHeAm's mum is Virgo. So mentioning Virgo sort of, I don't know why a worm rhymes with crime, or indicating that, I don't know what it means, but compared to weeping sounds more hardcore. Moved by Virgo more than Ceylons. Pardon me. There's other cultures that you name something like that. Then why does Westerners have to take over everything in the language? Facebook, everyone in Naming saying fuck the area, women there banging farm. I was taking the piss out of something as well. It's Atlantis, yeah. Did you know that too? You want to copyright infringe that and say I'm liable for fraud? Someone heard after them. I actually believe that, because I may have already said that ideally for the lovely planet, it would be sort of like if I had a really awesome jacket or something really nice that I had to go and like push over there, because I can't use that and I'd really like to, but instead I'm going to have some linen fucking towel, and you're still going to try and shred the fuck out of that linen cabinet. Okay, so she's got a nice dressing table, and it's like they're making a mess out of shit. They're using an aspect of the way she's got her thing, and it's not her fault. Sorry. Why does that? So okay, I'm just gonna tip that over there, or to arrange a few things. And it's like, no, we're gonna have to. I don't know how. Fuck. In respect to other shit that's beyond our comprehension. Anyways, Shiva's comprehension, sun god, he's like Shiva respawned and rebirthed himself out of nothing, and existence is already there. It's beyond him. There's like the sun, there's a terra firma, there's a dulcimer, the dulcimer, like there's hammer ones. If you look it up, it's like there's hammer, dulcimer, dulcimer. There's ones that like a guitar. Or like, you can't. Don't be threatened by that, because they exist, and I don't want one because apparently it's not really that expansive. Like maybe a lute came before a guitar. I don't know. I don't know about cellos and violins and viola. I joke about galahs. I don't know if it's true that viola players are a little cuckoos. So you look something up once. I don't know if you jamble whack it on that, because I was pretty keen on doing tremolo. I'll give that benefit of something. Benefit of something is whether it is actually true that viola players, whether there's one in an orchestra or two or three. That I don't know. It's about something about tremolo on a viola. Whether the person, they get off together, and where they might actually just want to be in their own company at the same time as let everyone hear their tremolo renditions. I could imagine. Someone might want to sound like they're an emu. So we hear that. So is that the way you like to acknowledge something? Yeah. I've got the benefit of perquisite there. Some people might make noises like a fucking emu, an ostrich, some mating call, some hybrid wagga lizard that's going to eat everything in its path in a way that it's going to vulgarise everything that life ejects in the moment. Someone having a moment of acknowledging something in the noise of yeah, sorry. Excuse me, that's my name. I assume so, but that's what I mean when I was learning this guy. I would almost play like, I don't know. So I really doubt you say that's not right, because there's like, you have to call it microtones. That's what I have to describe it, but relating it back to a log inquisition, a icky accumulation of all the possibilities in terms of 5 going to do it. I'm just going to do it because the point was the winner is he's just put it on a public notice that he's claiming victory because he went to pick up I went to pick up the batteries, and I wouldn't even call it clumsy. He kind of tipped off the edge, and I don't know, claiming victory or overexerting the fact that they're really fucking mad about it and they want to evoke some blizzard found a piece of shit on their sofa, or someone did it, because there was a less than a quarter second for him to pick up the packet of batteries. because I said it, and others like necro-dinos and nothing about it, they reckon they're more expert than someone with a 7-year bachelor, masters of what I say about trauma. I'm assuming this is vibrato that I can't do. This is the way the only way if you do an education maybe. I'll try and do it how I do it sometimes at the other cello and it will do it. Sorry. So yeah, I am actually because I'm just gonna double check that on the camera. Am I right? So yeah, sorry. Oh well, actually, what? You're facing that way. That is odd. Sorry. Actually, no, let's stop it. Sorry. Now they look exactly the same side of them. What? Some Westerners got some words they want to just kind of quote out, their nostrils in the air. What is wHaUne? Picked up that word recently. They've about the 9th time I heard it. Just they feel great. They can say that word. Whether all your dialectic misfronzels and your patriarchs all the way through upstairs will think, hey, what was that? So, no, I actually can't repeat that because if, why, then what is that? But what is their real motive and what is going on? He doesn't know. Therefore, no. Okay, there'll be different nuances, different nuances. So it's like, what is going on? But, fair enough, you don't play really. I had that trouble via each other. What? Using context, get snooty there right now. boys, new hostile cats. No, I mean, just we don't know how to replicate in context over 20 days to understand it. Now he does in context, we can accuse him of being a retard. Replicate was new. Whoa, junkies. We're pretty sure, yeah. They big glamishment. Oh, wow, the junkies are really on now. It's just got all sorts of terms. They haven't figured out how to put in a catch paraphrase yet. Starts to jerk off. Oh no, can't hear it. It's fancy. So, what? Design what you originally designed, maybe if not opted out of like having any allocation to where it exists or whatever, who is at the gates their parents. See there. Suck. Because suck more than this. That river and okay, it's a long video. I lost track of time. It's a long way through. So, best video. As far, no, that was weird. So, the reset was one of those sleeping 17 hours, seemingly 17 hours every 32 hours. No, 17 hours in 29 hours sleeping over 5. Actually, no. 700 minutes. So I didn't really give a shit to think about it. Well, say anymore. So, deliberation. I think you heard that. It would have been more obvious. So it's kind of like, I took us back as a step forward in a way. It's not just kind of instinct playing what I may or may not already be aware of, or that the instrument would do anyway. The instrument will do that anyway. It may be annoying to bring up the past where it's like, oh well, as far as like any creative merit someone has, it isn't really, they don't own it themselves, that it is a process of some other element of saying something that is written itself already was that way. That I might have been bringing myself into it a bit of like, and I was willing to make a few mistakes, because a lot of that I just did that, and with the viola was like, it's like taking a long step back to like group some stuff together and rest over there while it's coming out here and reflecting it back in a way that I'm happy to sit with that as long as we join, because I feel alright. Is it vibes? I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm gonna have another coffee. I've got to leave your food to reheat. I hope the neighbour doesn't rush to hear a conspect if I was like, oops. It's more like, oops, the neighbour's gonna show us these nostrils in here. So, oops, it's like, that didn't matter though, like, it's just such a vague fucking, the battery, the battery slipped. What's it in? Regular batteries. No, yeah. Better dad be disposable enough to comment on the rationalities that I'm in control of that. It's persistence, bantering match. What are you persisting at? It's like find your law, cherishment of the supreme offering, thanksgiving. And that usually would include thanksgiving, the sovereignty of each and every one, and it's like having a motive or a purpose in life that is eloquent enough to propose the fact that if there is high majesty looking over this circumference, that we have some order, harmony, benevolence and righteousness, and honouring righteousness. When you're told of self-righteousness and the ambivalence factor, or the mercilessness, uncreation of resurrection, resurrection, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you had a God that fucking cared for you, what? If you had a God that cared for you, if you had a God that cared for his own life enough to have peace and harmony in times with his friends and family and wife. I merit enough. Wasn't so long ago, as far as I could tell, in my generation morning, it's arguing said and it said and that saga on that, you know. Heirloom strike. Supposedly a while ago I had in here a bear gold, solid gold bear statue. It wasn't very big. Snatched by procedure. It's like, if that is delivered to that guy, then that is fucking meant to be delivered to him. Whoever organised that, regardless of the time now, you fucking class are screwing up if you've got some kind of hypothetically. It's like, what can someone do with a fucking bear statue that is entitled for that person, that he will enjoy more for you in the long run than he would enjoy for himself, that you would enjoy the hypothetical of your procedures, like we rightfully have our indignancy and dHizCusSion, fucking shit. It doesn't matter that much, but it fucking does. But it doesn't. But it fucking does. I don't care if some ice cream company reckon that they've got better ideas and more politely say, hey, I'm sorry guys, but it's important I'll be my best, and it's obvious that you're a different shellfish than the crude, rancid sandies and bugworms there. Thanks anyway, everything's going to be alright. It's contributed, tree bottom noise. What's her title is? Oh, that's all. Switch it off now because it's irritating motherfucker with juggle some rancy rawpies. By the time we upload this and there's going to be a lot of moins and moins and hoy-goys and woo-woos and new-news and new cues and get a clue, yeah, ransom 40s. Don't get a clue because I said I need you to fuck off and find your own clues. Clutter ransom, ranty denial, dinner, causey, cluttered, fucking filthy, rancy wretches. But that's the past. I don't know, that's kind of like, that's somewhere. I'm dropping that shit to you. Delirium. Deliberate connotatively flawless loudness. Demented, cluttered, fucking filthy, wretched, Yorkie, Rye, Hawky, Hawk, Reddit, pathetic, crap, negative, second,